course, Alicia Gray, our teammate in the broadcast booth last night. But her ability to score in different places on the floor, get to her spots, putting up some big-time numbers in so many different circumstances and games. She's coming off of a tough one in her last outing against the Laces, so you imagine she is going to be geared up and ready to go here tonight.
Without a doubt, and Mist has really come together. Ice Young, how have they done it? What are they doing to be so dominant?
Yeah, Brandon, offensively, this team's balance and chemistry is exceptional. They share the wealth. They love to assist to their teammates, but more often, recently, they like to play one-on-one basketball. They're relying on their one-on-one abilities with each player on the roster. Head coach Zach O'Brien telling us, we put fear in people when they have to guard us. And they want to play more one-on-one, which plays to the strengths of his roster. He said the only time the opponent becomes good defenders is when we make them good by not playing our best. Those are some serious words from head coach Zach O'Brien.
Good stuff, Ice, and there is a chip on the shoulder of Mist. Since it lost to Phantom first time out, we take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's matchup. It was Phantom who prevailed 64-61 last time out. Boston and Plum, they formed an outstanding pick and roll tandem. Hayes is back after missing last game. And as for Mist, Breanna Stewart, the co-founder, the captain, joined by Gray. Both are hovering in the top 10 together in scoring, and Burton leads Unrivaled in steals. Off we go, Ghost Gang and the Misties to wrap your Saturday. Try to initiate to Boston early, bump, and lays it in.
There's so much that we have said about her through the course of the season, but it's possessions like that that showcase the lightness on the feet, the touch she has, and how strong she can be.
Stewart draws a foul on the other end, averaging 19 points per game, 9 rebounds. Boston baited into a foul.
The matchups within the matchups in this one is going to be fun, and it's so interesting to think about, you know, Zach O'Brien, what he thinks of his group, how he prides himself and themselves, and just how they've really come together in their read and react nature of the offensive side, but their ability to be adaptable, versatile. In this Phantom team, Renika Hodges said our staple is defense. So what does that look like as these two come at one another?
Yeah, Coach O'Brien emphasized the inside presence of Phantom. Got us last time. We've worked on our pick and roll, our paint, and our transition defense. It's a shot clock violation. They deliver on this end of the floor. Coach Renika Hodges, everyone has embraced their one-on-one matchups, which happens more often than not in Unrivaled, given the 3v3 nature.
And really, you've got to be able, it's not the same circumstances that you're going to expect help or have that type of help. And there's a lot of switching that takes place. You got to be able to guard your own.
Gray at 22 points per game. Burton, 1v1 with Kelsey Plum. They're in Pod A of the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite, coming your way on Wednesday night. Boston, spin cycle, high off glass, and a foul by Stewart.
This is foul number 33, Stewart, her first, team
Her first. So a trip to the line for Aaliyah Boston. What a story compared to last winter. Came off the bench for Vinyl, and wow, has lived up to the opportunity and has brought the magic here to Miami.
That's what you love to see, and there's so many reasons for it. Again, we talk about most of the best players in the world being here, and so there are times where some are not playing or getting that amount of time. She has gotten it. She's got a lot of responsibility on her shoulders, and she's thrived.
Gray off the mark on a 3. Mist has 2 points thanks to a free throw. Plum in that negative step, as some call it. Kick it, Boston, 3. Stewart crashes for the board. One-on-one, drives it right at Boston. She's not settling in the mid-range, attacking her matchup.
That's where she's so tough, though, because you could push her off her spot, and she's got the length to finish through it.
As all 4 missed points, denies Plum at the rim. Transition triple. Plum tracks it down, heaves it to Boston, makes the grab and scores.
Veronica Burton getting a hand on that one, just leads right though to Boston.
Aaliyah grew up in the Virgin Islands, calls Worcester, Mass her home. Maybe Drake May. She'll be watching him tomorrow night.
You got a little bit of bias towards that, huh?
Well, she's resides in Worcester, Massachusetts. What do you want me to do?
Oh, we know you're a Patriots fan. I don't know what Breanna Stewart is, but she's got some game to her, and she does a great job there finishing through Aaliyah Boston. And both of these players going right at one another and how they're working and showcasing multiple ways that they can score.
I will add, though, just quickly, that Aaliyah Boston commits a foul here on Breanna Stewart. In her podcast with Candace Parker, our friend on our Unrivaled broadcast, Aaliyah had a lot of trouble naming NFL teams. It was very funny.
Just NFL
They
teams
would
in
show
general?
logos and she just couldn't get the teams right.
Really?
Yeah. At least she thought she did.
Okay.
But all in good fun. All in good fun.
No, you know,
Candace had the last laugh.
everyone has their own strengths.
Stewart has all 6 missed points. And not only that, Aaliyah Boston's in foul trouble, so Kiki Iriafen checks in. And there's a score by Hayes to put Phantom up 2. Burton dashes the other way. Plum stays in front. Step back three-pointer. Contact away from the ball. Breanna Stewart fills it up early for missed.
Feeling great. Stewie told us earlier today she's feeling great. She's getting back to her normal movements, getting back to the post and attacking the basket. And last year in Unrivaled, she played through injury, but you can see the health and the vintage Stewie, I like to say, that we're seeing in the paint. Almost an and one there.
Intentional to feed Stewart early and often in this first quarter.
And it's a big part of how you want to run the offense through her. In overall, I think for Miss, they're kind of figuring out exactly where and who they can attack. And it's a big part of what Zach O'Brien has talked to us about. And I think there's an understanding amongst players as well of their hot spots on the floor.
Substitutions for both clubs. Natasha Cloud in for Hayes on the Phantom side. And Alana Smith and Enrique Agumbawale join Breanna Stewart. 2 clubs that can go 6 deep. No Dana Evans tonight, though, for Phantom. The left lower extremity did make her debut last weekend. Cloud for 3. Stewart has been everywhere in this first quarter. Gallops, Euro, floated up, and in. 10 for Stewart, all 10 missed points. Iriafen attacks, Alana Smith, hello, block shot. It's loose, Iriafen, bodies are out. Plum for 3, got them all.
And that's a heat up that they need for Phantom to have Kelsey Plum get going, stretch the floor with some 3-point shooting. It'll open it up for Iriafen.
The Ghost Gang has united, but the Ghost Buster is Breanna Stewart. 11-10, and Kelsey Plum finally gets her fingerprints in on the action.
Yeah, and here Alana Smith is trying to at least give a little space. She knows that Plum can get downhill, but that's too much room for a player like Kelsey Plum. Her prowess to score. I cannot wait to watch her in the one-on-one tournament. Is she matches up? Who's she matching up with? I should know this. Pod A, Napheesa Heidemann. I think she's out of the games with.
Right.
Sorry, I'm testing your.
You are correct.
You're not.
2-7
yeah.
matchup.
I've been studying those brackets since they came out. I can't wait.
We'll make you some flashcards.
I don't even need them. Maybe I need to make new flashcards. See? I'm teasing. You're the best. You are the best.
We got a couple days.
You carry us through everything.
It did get released today. Turnover by Mist. Agumbawale, the first member other than Stewart to score. And just as we figured, a back-and-forth affair. 2 members of Phantom in early foul trouble. 2 for Boston, 2 for Hayes. Iriafen rises in, comes up short. Alana Smith has settled in the last couple of ball games, had 11 points, 8 rebounds against Laces. And there she is on the offensive end. Reverse layup.
A beautiful backdoor cut from the weak side.
Off the top of the backboard and ripped in by Smith. Paint touch Stewart, mismatch on Plum. Somehow comes up with the stop. Cloud tight ropes, outlet, Plum, take your time.
Sometimes you have too much time and space.
Now Cloud on the kick. Phantom 1 of 6 from distance. They lead Unrivaled in assists. Agumbawale drives by Plum. Timeout. Phantom.
Timeout. Phantom.
You take a look right here. Agumbawale just turning the corner, using her body and strength against Plum. She's able to kind of duck under her enough as she's on her hip. You look right there, get underneath. Plum knows there's not a whole lot she can do without picking up a foul. Mist have had it working.
Well, to your point, Plum already has 1 foul, and Dare Agumbawale is in the house.
Speaking of the NFL and football, great to see Dare. Probably wishes he was not here in San Francisco,
sorry,
but
Texans. Great to see Dare supportive
Way to get in, way to
his
dig,
sister.
and then way to rebound, okay? Right, they're going 1-on-3. They're going to take tough shots, okay? Keep them in that, all right? Reek, you're handling right now, okay? We're cross, hip, okay? Get it, reject it. Land, come back, hit it, okay? It's a rip screen leash. Reach, you go, that's live. We might hit it and then come back to it, okay? Hey, as always, if we can get a stop and run, run.
Here's Enrique, what she's been up to the last 4 ball games. Consistent scoring punch off the bench. You consider in her WNBA career, Agumbawale's only come off the bench 5 times in 224 games. It's a brand new role for her with Mist, and has embraced this role since the beginning, going back to training camp at the end of
that's
December.
what you appreciate and value about all of these individuals and just being pros, what that looks like, and also just how you alter maybe you're approaching some things or what it is that you come out of the game with, given that different start time.
Oh, and when you win, it helps. Missed it 6-3. Coming off the loss to Laces, they had won 3 in a row, while Phantom has won 4 of 5, including 2 straight. Enrique, breakdancing. Shake and bake, Plum does her job. Propels the offense. Paint touch, Iriafen over 2 missed defenders. And a foul. That one's on Gray.
Number 15, Alicia Gray. Her first, team second.
That's her first, just the second on Mist as a club. Phantom is over the limit on the other end of the floor. So here's Iriafen. Has 2 game winners on the year, was huge in the win against Mist last time out. A low-scoring ball game. As Breanna Stewart illustrated in our conversation, no one could buy a bucket in the first quarter. This game, a little more scoring early on, but 2 veteran teams. Gray, post up, turn around, in and out. Offensive rebound, Alana Smith. Gray spins in the paint. Oh, the creativity.
It's just a beautiful ability to feel the body of the defender in Plum.
First 2 for Gray tonight. Rim-rattling jumper by Cloud to answer her first points. Now every member of Phantom active tonight has scored. They're the one club in Unrivaled where all 5 active players, with the exception of Evans in the 1 game, are averaging double figures.
A foul's called off of this possession, and Mist really haven't been able to take advantage of Alana Smith when she's had some post-ups or had some looks with a smaller player on the inside. Off this possession, almost looked like Phantom were going to be going the other way, but picking up a foul that Tasha Cloud does not agree with.
The Fouls are adding up on the Phantom side, 6 total. Joined us late in our second game here on True TV. 2 fouls on Boston, 2 on Hayes. Plum leaves through traffic, caught it, hits Iriafen, gets Smith in the air, lays it home.
They get the switch. Enrique's been on Iriafen and does a nice job with the reverse.
Lob by Gray, finished by Alana Smith. 4 points for Alana Smith, native of Melbourne, Australia, 7-year veteran, co-defensive player of the year with Minnesota. Plum is bottled up. Foul on Smith.
Alana Smith, her first team third, first number 30 seconds.
3.9 remain for the Ghost Gang. Iriafen, outlet. Cloud runs out of time, no basket. Well, Breanna Stewart scored the first 10 for missed. She said it was a must-win.
Well, and she's come out playing that way. The captain has got it going early, and she's doing it in a variety of ways. Some tough buckets for missed as they have a narrow lead here in the first by 3.
TNT Sports coverage of Unrivaled is presented by Miller Lite. With great taste and only 96 calories, it's Miller time. And by AT&T, connecting changes everything. Missed by 3 at the end of one. Breanna Stewart got it started tonight.
And she was really intentional on where she was getting to with the paint, going right at Aaliyah Boston, who we know is such a tough defender, but watch her here, the strong moves, getting bumped off the spot, still finishing through contact, doing a great job with her footwork, the euro, the touch, gets it to go. A little bit of everything there from Breanna Stewart. out of the gates.
Thriving in this read and react format. Meanwhile, Ice Young has a special guest courtside.
What's up, y'all? We got family in the house. It's Dare here, Enrique's brother. And first I have to ask you, you're in the NFL. She's obviously a super scorer here at the professional level. What's the common trait that you guys share from an athletic standpoint?
I would say tenacity. You know, she doesn't quit. She's a hard worker, so I would say that's probably something that I got from her too. You know, that's something we like to bounce off of each other. She's just a hard worker, and I try to pride myself on being a hard worker too.
And then on the court, I know she's so good, she's so skilled, but what is your favorite aspect about your sister's game?
Her athleticism, you know, like people like to talk about her as a scorer, you know, but I think her athleticism is slept on. She's a very explosive player, you know, she can jump, she can run very fast, real quick in and out of cuts, so I say her athleticism is slept on.
What's it like for you to be out here supporting her? You guys grow up playing on the park together, in the house, and on the biggest stage, you guys able to show each other love? No,
it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I mean, we always talk about being able to be, she's on the sideline for my games, me on the sideline for her games. You know, it's just a special experience every time we get to do it. So it's a fun weekend to get to watch two of her games down here in Miami, so it's special.
Last one for you. I heard there's a football game tomorrow. Who's going to win?
I don't know. I'm still hurt off of my own situation, so I'm just going to cheer it on as a fan. Bad Bunny going to win.
Understood. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
That will not upset the people of Miami. Daria Gumbawale. Good answer. Turns to the halftime performance. Love the smile of the Ogumbawale family.
Yeah, they just glow right in the upper room.
Coach's challenge early on, 1 minute into this second quarter. With missed up three.
Mist is challenging the ruling on the floor of a defensive foul.
Let's take a look. Breanna Stewart with, the left. What I would question is the left hand of Breanna Stewart on the arm of Collier if she's going up. So that's part of what goes down. So it's less about the body and more about her left hand being on that shooting arm of Collier until she's going through the shooting motion.
Eric Alig, our lead official, our Sephora officials.
After review, Stewart does not make illegal contact. However, the backside defender, number 28, trips the shooter. Successful challenge. The foul will be changed to miss number 28. Play will resume with one free throw for 2 points.
Left foot of Lee Yaru.
Yeah. Awesome angle by our truck. You can see it right there. Yaru comes in and just clips that left ankle.
Well, they gave him dessert first and then the veggie second. Good news, bad news. So Stewart remains with one personal foul, but Lee Yaru picks up her first. No one from Mist has more than one personal foul. Boston and Hayes in early foul trouble in the first quarter. As we look at second quarter action through the Samsung Galaxy Game View, powered by Galaxy S25 Ultra. Both of these clubs at 6 and 3. It's a game for sole possession of second place. Phantom won the first matchup. So a 2-0 series win would go a long way. Of course, that's why Stewart calls this a must-win. They want to tie that season series in case it comes to that for a bye in that first round. Outlet, Hayes, three, short. Corralled by Stewart. 3 rebounds with the 10 points. Inside, outside, Burton. Old board Lee. Collects herself. Stewart steps into one. Call it a pass. And a foul by Cloud. Not quite a full hug. A half a hug.
I'm not sure what Natasha, I mean, Cloud is working as hard as she can. Give credit, though, to Yaru. She's been all over the floor, cleaning up the glass, doing a good job, though, when she's gotten doubled, kicking out. It was fun listening to Breanna Stewart talk about just how active, insightful, and communicative Yaru is, even when she's on the bench. But her understanding of a game plan is really special.
That was the second foul on Cloud. Third member of Phantom with 2 fouls. And this time it's Hayes who picks up her third. Don't go to bed, Matt.
This is the makings of a grinded-out game. You know, some hard fouls, tough defense, a lot of attack at the basket.
Well, missed certainly makes you work in the paint. Stewart stands at 6'4". Alana Smith 6'4". Lee Yaru 6'7", has 4 offensive rebounds. You really have to earn your worth without committing a foul. That is the challenge of this bigger team. Burton sinks the free throw. Missed by 3. Plum, Area Fen, and Boston. So what does Ronika Hodges do? Let's go double big. Plum downhill, hunting her shot, draws a foul. One's on Burton, her first. Over to Ice Young.
Yeah, Kelsey Plum was very vocal in the last huddle for Phantom at the end of the quarter. She said, don't settle. We need to be patient on offense, guys. And then Natasha Cloud added, in the half court, we have to run multiple actions. She said, challenge their motor to keep up with us. I like the way that KP is attacking off the bounce.
Good stuff. She's back at the line. Perfect on the year. Plum right now is the front runner, has to meet that 10 free throw attempt requirement for the second Xfinity free throw challenge.
I love we have another challenge.
50K
Free throw
awarded
challenge
to the highest percentage player. What a follow by Stewart. Look what I found.
We've been so active tonight, and it's needed. A lot of those extra effort plays is going to be the difference here in a game this tight already.
Snakes in the paint. Boston the catch, settles inside, taps it to Plum. New 12. Burton keeps Plum in front. They double her, and just nowhere to go, a foul.
And that's a really tough one because you did all the hard work, you bottled her up, and where Stewart came from on that double didn't allow Plum to see that pass back cross court to Iriafen. So that turnover was coming. Burton was ready to run with it.
And that's the second foul on Stewart. As Agumbawale subs in for Burton, who is just a pest defensively. Plum has 5 points, 1 of 4 from the floor, 1 made 3, now her second 3. She's had difficulty getting freed up. No disrespect to her.
At that time, they're almost doing like a
attention.
horn set, but it's modified, and she can go either way. Just a quick bounce to the right.
That ties the game. Lee for 3. Stewart deflects the pass. Oh, what a look by Plum. Outstanding. Knew exactly what she wanted to do with the rock the minute she got the ball. Lee fires a jumper, swirls it home. Back and forth we go. This ball game's been good.
Kelsey Plum has been seeing some doubles, so what does she do? Quick touch pass to the basket. Great cut by Iriafen, and we got a tie game.
True TV, presented by Samsung Galaxy. A pair of threes for Kelsey Plum in this first half. Head coach of Phantom is Ronika Hodges, who's wearing a mic tonight.
Go, go, swing it, swing it, swing it. Go, step up, step up, step up, step up. Step, step. You take Stewart. Same play. That's the same play. Keep over there. Good. Touch, touch, touch. Remind Kiki to plug. Remind Kiki to plug.
Well, the first meeting when Coach Hodges went up against Zach O'Brien, the game finished in the low 60s for both clubs. And each club holds their opponent under 70 points. In a tie ball game, we've had 4 lead changes, 6 ties. Plum downhill, shovels it, area fend for 2. Over on the mixed bench, Ice is with Veronica Burton.
Yeah, V, I just listened to that last huddle and Zach O'Brien telling you guys to not settle. What do you want to see from your team?
Yeah, just continuing to attack the paint. Obviously, they're calling some fouls, so getting them in foul trouble, being aggressive, getting downhill, and I think that's what it is right now, is a battle in the paint.
And I know defensively, that's what you're all about. What do you want to bring when you get back on the court?
Yeah, just intensity, keep being aggressive on defense, you know, making their guards uncomfortable, getting through ball screens.
Thanks, V.
Clean up by Boston on the other end. Burton without a steal yet tonight. In fact, 0 steals for Mist, and they normally rack those up. They're #1 in Unrivaled in steals. Ogumbawale also among the league leaders. Pretty fadeaway, making a 2-point game. Phantom 6-3, Mist 6-3. Season series, the current edge is Phantom 1-0. Plum downhill, hunting her shot. Tough left-handed finish.
And that's what's helped playing with this big lineup for Phantom.
As Gray draws a foul on the other end, same sort of strut. And coming up, we've got the Ford halftime show. We dive into Pod B of the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite. The bigs in Pod B. Pod D, pardon me, Pod D. Here I am messing up.
We can go back to B. We can go to, yeah, you're the one who made sure we were ABCing it.
I'm gonna armbar you at this point.
I know,
one-on-one,
I know.
okay?
Wait, can we have no.
What, announcers one-on-one?
No, that wouldn't be fair.
I'm the outlet passer. How's that?
Yeah.
I throw good bounce passes, just so you know.
I believe that.
Right on the money. Leah Boston for 2.
And the interesting part is that Mist began giving different looks when Kelsey Plum has the ball in her hands.
Oh! On cloud 9, Natasha Cloud. What a stop. But then taken away by Smith. Gray pounces inside and still missed ball. 2 excellent defensive plays on either end.
Oh, man, I mean, Alana Smith just swallows this up. Watch right here as Kelsey Plum is trying to step through with the Euro and go over, and Smith just uses her height, her length, and rips it.
Cloud picks up her 3rd foul. Hayes has 3. Now 4 fouls on Phantom. They went over the limit at the midway point of the first. Now it's Gray and Boston with the block. Her 2nd of the ball game, 3rd for Phantom. Plum in the triple threat. Crisscross between the legs, works for space on a double, the bounce. Boston way short on the 3. Here comes Arike Ogumbawale, steamrolls in, kick it out, and lost out of bounds by Smith.
And there's been a handful of possessions like that for the Mist that they just haven't connected on some passes, some cutting, hitting players in their shooting pocket to be able to get off some clean looks.
It's an open floor style, read and react. That comes with the territory at times. And despite shooting just 38%, 0 for 9 from 3, Mist is only down 4.
That's why you got to feel pretty decent.
Stewart tries to body up on Iriafen, climbs the ladder for the rebound. Final minute, 2nd quarter. Tough take by Stewart. Scored the first 10 points for Mist. in this game, up to 14. 15-footer area fend off. And missed within 2. A chance to tie or take the lead. They will not tie it there. Bray does not get a foul. Not that outspoken about officials on the broadcast last night. And she just got teed up.
She's hot. And she was frustrated, obviously, that she didn't get the call initially. And I think that probably caused her to play a little more forceful on this end of the floor. So not only picking up the foul, then having not gotten the call and get the tech. You could see it in how demonstrative she's having dialogue. So let's watch. And that's a foul, but I think she was frustrated from the other end.
I was just going to go there.
And so she was already frustrated. So I don't think she would have had that reaction otherwise. And I'm not sure. I think the tech was maybe initially she was yelling a little bit when she came back down the court, some of her actions. But yeah, it was overall, it was a combination of things, not just that one in particular.
Yeah, hit a boiling point. Did not get the call on one end and felt it was a very similar play. Kelsey Plum stays perfect at the line. Has not missed this season. Outlet from Stewart. Arike Agumbawale off on the 3. And missed is now 0 for 10. We're at halftime, a 5-point game.
Tough play game, and both of these teams have relied a lot on their defense. We're going to see who's able to continue to grind it out, and for Miss needing to knock down some of those more clean three-point looks can help.
Stakes are high tonight. Both clubs at 6 and 3. Whoever wins this one has sole possession of second place. It's Unrivaled on True TV, presented by Samsung Galaxy.
Unrivaled Halftime is presented by Ford. Ready, set, Ford. Unrivaled Halftime is presented by Ford. Ready, set, Ford.
Are y'all ready for some one-on-one basketball? 1v1 is the best of the best.
One-on-one, you can't hide.
It's you versus your opponent. To succeed in Unrivaled's 1v1, you gotta get in your bag.
You gotta be able to score.
That's strong. You have to sit down and guard.
You gonna have to dig deep on this one.
Keep the margin of error very slim.
That's where it gets fun.
As competitors, it brings out the best in all of us.
It's solely on you.
The Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite starts up Wednesday night, February 11th at 7 Eastern here on True TV.
Ooh,
Pod
baby,
D.
this is good. We got another stacked pod.
Oh yeah, Breanna Stewart, the 1 seed, joked with us this morning. My goal is just to score this year. She was blanked by 2 seed Aaliyah Edwards, who wound up getting to the championship to face Napheesa Collier. We will crown the one in 2026. Okay, intriguing matchup.
There's a lot of intriguing ones, but I am really intrigued by Aaliyah Boston and Dominique Malonga. I feel like that's going to be an interesting...
Boston Thomas.
Oh, then Aaliyah Edwards. And
okay, and Malonga.
I told our great producer, Andy Bach, I had it all set, and now I lost my... But yeah, Aaliyah Edwards and Dominique Malonga. Because I feel like Dom is really fascinating in her length, her size, how skillful she is, but what does that look like against a player in Edwards who has done a really nice job in understanding exactly how to dominate in one-on-one? And so I think those for bigs, the skill set and the ability to shoot from 3 and be strategic on the inside is something that's going to be a lot to watch out for.
All right, who's your sleeper out of Pod D?
Shakira Austin, and we already saw her have a tremendous night tonight, so she's led me right into this, but she's got strength, she's got size, her footwork has improved tremendously, and I think just overall she's someone that you've got to keep an eye on.
All right, good stuff, Sarah. We look forward to it. Go to unrivaled.basketball/1-on-1 to fill out your personal bracket today. Kelsey Plum has Phantom up 5. We'll get you set for the second half. Unrivaled on True TV is presented by Samsung Galaxy. Back inside Sephora Arena. Phantom holds a 5-point lead on Mist. Brendan Glasheen, Sarah Kustok will catch up with Ice in just a few moments. Mist did not shoot the ball all that well, and neither did Phantom, but we got a close ball game here.
Yeah, and I think that's where you're optimistic, really for both sides. You mentioned it, despite the fact that Mist have not made a 3, really you look at it and Phantom's only made 2 out of 11. Overall, this has been a more defensive-minded game. What I've liked is there's been some strategy on some late help, some doubling, how it's not easy to do in this 3-on-3 setting, but they understand the players that have hot hands that can get it going with the ball. And so I think we're going to see some different looks and coverages here defensively.
Yeah, one being Kelsey Plum for Phantom, who filled it up outside and inside.
Well, she is just so talented and has so much attention with the ball in her hands, and you see it right there. To come, she finds Griffin on the inside. She's able to wiggle, shake, and score against anyone. There is no mismatch, even when a big is on her.
Here are your leading scorers tonight. Iriafen stepped it up big time when Boston got in early foul trouble. Leah Boston still had 10.6 rebounds. As for Mist, Stewart scored the first 10 of the ball game for the Misties. And we look at our keys for a comeback, brought to you by Icy Hot, official topical paint partner of Unrivaled.
Pace and space, and yeah, spacing comes from three-point shooting, but also a balance on the floor of cutting. The pace isn't just in the full court, it's in the half court, their actions, their movement. They need that in game plan discipline. The times they have been effective defensively is when they're moving on a string. They need to continue to know and recognize their personnel and how they're playing each player.
On the kick from Boston, Plum buries her third three-pointer.
And she's going to make shots. Everyone's going to make shots, but it's that little bit of a pinch in by Burton that recovery time is enough for Plum to get off a clean look.
Kelsey Plum scored 18 in the first meeting with Mist. That was a Phantom win, 64-61. She has 16 tonight with 5 assists. And even despite early foul trouble for Boston and Hayes, it is worth reminding, Phantom really goes a full 5 deep. Evans out again tonight. Each of the 5 active players for most of the year scoring in double figures per game. Burton for 2 on the other end. Both of these clubs are 6-3. Laces clinched a playoff spot last night to go to 8-2. So for this part of the calendar, this game determines who climbs into second place. Ice Young had a chance to catch up with the coaches.
Yeah, I'll start with the Mist, and Zach O'Brien said that we need our defenders on the perimeter to be more disruptive. He felt like Kelsey Plum looked too comfortable in the first half, and he said it starts in the paint with rebounding and eliminating second chance opportunities. On the other side, Coach Ron for Phantom kept it simple. She said the team that has the most composure will win this game. We have to control what we can control.
That may have been a comment also. Alicia Gray picked up a technical foul. Cooler heads prevail in the eyes of Mist head coach Zach O'Brien. 4-point lead Phantom. Hayes curls to the rack. Rolls off the iron. Numbers the other way. Gray spots up. 3-ball. Rebound Burton. Oh, what a hustle play to feed Stewart.
Big time. The little things become the big things, especially in a game this played so tightly as this one is.
Hayes downhill again. This time gets it to drop. Entry, Stewart works it in the paint. Foul.
Veronica Burton is a grinded out player, and this is just a hustle play that she takes advantage of. Offensive rebound, and as she's on her way down, already passing to a wide open Breanna Stewart on that weak side block. This is a beautiful quick play, and those are the quick hitters you need off of things with how Phantom had been rotating. And even off this last possession, Breanna Stewart, Plum stuck with her on the inside. There's not a whole lot she can do other than pick up a foul, or Stewart ultimately would probably end up with a bucket.
You know, poetic to watch Burton and Stewart connect. Breanna Stewart talked about how Burton sees the floor on both ends, someone who she's learned from, and you consider how long Stewart's been around the block, almost 10 years as a pro. Veronica Burton just 4 years deep. Stewart with a pickpocket and a foul on Cloud. Beside herself.
Stewart does a great job here. It's a little bit of cookies. She realizes Cloud's gonna reverse her, her teammate. She knows some of her tricks and does a great job just recognizing when she's on the reverse. Cloud leaves it out for a little too long.
Mist does lead Unrivaled in steals per game, just over 6. Got a couple on the night, many deflections that don't show up in the stat sheet.
Yeah, I'm gonna tax you.
Okay, we good? We're good. Look, I call timeout so we can keep our composure. Hey, don't let them steal this game from us. Listen to me. Don't let the refs steal this game from us. Look, Saul, your ball. Hit AB.
a super insightful discussion with Ronika Hodges this morning, Ice.
Yeah, so much in this league. We talk about the players and their growth and development, but it's also an opportunity for coaches to build their resume. And Coach Ron told us this experience is speaking to her. It's a perfect training ground for her to be a head coach, which is what she wants to be. The management of people and personalities to be successful. She said, I'm a basketball coach, but I've been a player more days than I have been a coach. What I love about what she's doing with this team is being vulnerable. They have circle time at practice, which is a conversation they have when they need to be vulnerable and talk about the truth, how they're growing, how they're becoming a real team. They want to have a clear understanding of what's going on, and so they open up the floor for everyone to add. And I thought Dana had some wise words to say about her coach, that she's doing a great job of managing this squad, Brendan.
Yeah, Ronika Hodges started coaching in the WNBA in 2022 with the New York Liberty, part of their championship staff, and most recently with the Connecticut Sun. In 11 years as a pro.
11 years as a pro. She played the W extensively overseas, and that's a part of how she's been able to resonate, because she's been in these players' shoes. She understands how they feel, how they're thinking, what they need.
Boston, superb footwork. And that play illustrates the timeout to settle everyone down. Boston did not panic. 2 for Burton on the other end. Guess what? We're tied again. 46 all. Fadeaway jumper by Cloud just grazes the iron. Whistle.
What we've seen these last couple possessions from Phantom, even the quick run, the seal by Boston in transition, right here, the quick push by Kelsey Plum, even off of a make, their ability to get it at tempo, that's where they flow best.
Plum with 16, spins in traffic. Boston steps to the mid-range. Off the mark, now 5 of 11 from the floor. Aaliyah Boston. Averaging 19 and nearly 10 boards a game. Stewart amongst the trees, high off the iron, and a foul. Breanna Stewart heads back to the line where she is 4 of 5. Breanna Stewart has drawn 7 fouls tonight.
And I know there's frustration on the part of the Phantom, but also that's the craftiness of Breanna Stewart, how she understands her ability to get into bodies, create angles, and create that contact in some capacity, still get off a shot. And the reason why was she's one of the all-time greats.
Well, it speaks to the point also of her health. Comfortable now to absorb some more contact, more than usual.
Exactly, Brendan. And so it's those poised, controlled body moments, both at the basket but also in the mid-range.
Plum, dancing, outlet, Cloud, 3. Phantom now 3 of 15. Mist is still without a 3. Mid-range, Baby J for Plum. Shines a smile. Can be lethal at times. Tied at 48. Stewart searches, finds Gray, foul on Cloud. And that is Cloud's 5th.
And Natasha Cloud is particularly frustrated by this officiating.
Well, she just got teed up.
Yeah.
Well, each club has a technical foul on their resume tonight. It's sort of fitting how Alicia Gray is going to shoot the technical free throw. Get that point back. Worth 1, missed by 1. SMH. Another trip, this one worth 2.
However, it's important to remember Ronika Hodges, when we were able to listen inside that huddle, one of the first things she said when the team sat down is said, don't let the officials take this from us. And it's not about the foul calls, it's about your composure, it's about your poise and how you still are playing.
Plum squeezes it home for 2. Timeout on the floor, we'll step aside. We've got a good one here. 1-point game between Mist and Phantom.
1-point lead for the Mids, a big reason. Breanna Stewart, 24 points, 9 rebounds. She's been doing a little bit of everything outside, inside, her ability to be on the attack. Talked to her earlier today. She called this a must-win, and her coach, Zach O'Brien, agrees. We had him mic'd up right now.
Go, 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 come on. Stu, you get the switch, stay in. You get the switch, stay in. Flat, flat. Stu, you handle. Leash, 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 take it out. Leash, take it out. Hey, make her miss. Make her miss, we gotta move. Make her miss, we gotta move. Reek, 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 you screen. Flat.
Here's the line for Stewart tonight. 4 double-doubles on the year and 9 games played. It's been a joy to watch her play, so free in this new style. Really loves her one-on-one workouts with Zach O'Brien, going back to their time together in New York, and it's carried over to this format. Folks, we've had 9 ties, 5 lead changes. The biggest lead on either side, no more than 8 points. Phantom is over the limit, so that means more free throws for Mist. 1 worth 2 for Burton, sinks it. Phantom won the first head-to-head on January 12th, 64-61. Defense has been the theme, no doubt about it. Plum with the fake. Jab step, step back on the side, rattles in a 3. Her 4th tonight. And we're tied again.
Kelsey Plum, shot maker, and there's not a whole lot more that Veronica Burton could have done getting in her airspace. And that's where the challenge comes, especially with how intentional she's been getting into the paint, and in many ways forces you to create a little room.
Stewart drives, dips, falls away, short. Chase for the board by Ali Chagray. Wants to attack Hayes, coughs it up. Phantom can take the lead again. It's a Hayes 3, count it! This has been absolute cinema, these two clubs, and Plum trips up Burton. That means a free throw for Burton is on the way.
52 foul number 10, Kelsey's long for 4. Team over.
Tiffany Hayes off of the turnover, just steps right into this transition 3-point shot, quick on the look. And got a little something to say. This is also, it's been a chippy game, a fun game, high level of compete.
Phantom leads by 1. Ice Young on the Phantom bench with Natasha Cloud. As the Boston 3 party pours on.
Back-to-back threes, Tosh, for your squad. What are you liking offensively right now?
I love that we're finally sharing the ball and playing a solid inside-outside game. This is a team that we have a mismatch. We have advantages on the court, but we got to play that ball inside. When they come to double and triple team, we got to kick that ball out, shoot with confidence, and we've been making our threes now.
Sharon the wealth. What about defensively? What do you need to do to build some separation?
I would love to know, because the foul count is 17-9, and we go through this every night. So I don't really, as a defender, I don't know how to play. I don't know how to be consistent, but we just got to keep being tough and just play through it.
Control what you can control.
The controllables, and that's all we can do.
Appreciate you, Tosh. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Light.
Even through the turmoil, still shines that big bright smile.
Yes, she does.
We can appreciate that. 6-point lead for Phantom leads to a timeout by Mist. Late 3rd quarter. Mist, while it has not made a 3-pointer tonight, 0 of 12. Ice asked Tosh about Phantom making threes, now 6 of 18. You cannot ignore Tosh's point about free throws. Now Mist has taken advantage of it. They've made double the amount of free throws than Phantom. 12 of 14 to Phantom's 6 of 6. We say thank you to Miller Lite, the official beer partner of Unrivaled. There's a constant dialogue on the floor.
There is, and you know,
just like in the booth.
Sometimes it's helpful. Sometimes it, you know, you just gotta let it get to what Tosh said. Like at some points too, you just gotta continue to play and do your best to push that level of physicality, but also understand that there is a line.
Biggest lead of the game, Phantom by 8 early. Stewart to match her career high, short. Sitting on 24, had 27 against Phantom last year. 4 whistles, and again, Phantom is over the limit, as they were in the first.
And it's helped with the discrepancy in what the three-point shooting has looked like. As you mentioned, now that Phantom have started to hit some three-point shots, that's what's allowed Miss to still remain in arm's distance.
Entering action tonight, Mist made and attempted the second most free throws, only behind Breeze. And Phantom commits the second most fouls per game in Unrivaled. Phantom up to 18 team fouls. 1 called against Mist on this end. It's on Alana Smith. That's her second, team third, with 1 and change to go in the third. A battle for second place. At the moment, of course, we still have a little bit of time left in this regular season. Erie event works it amongst the trees. And fouls on Stewart. Her third. Key Erie event. 12 first half points.
And when you got this double big lineup with both Erie Finn and Boston, it's really tough to try and manage if you're the Miss. I know that both Smith and Stewart are in and both teams going big, but there is a forcefulness that Erie Finn and Boston have played with in both of their abilities to stretch it.
Stewart in attack mode. Circus shot, rebounded by Agumbawale. Drives on Plum, spins in traffic. Smith pops a 3. Short. Leak out. Erie Finn all alone. Phantom matches its biggest lead. Up by 8. Give and go. Stewart for 2. 26 points. Plum the bounce. Erie Finn tracks it. Boston 3. Pure! Second triple for Boston in this quarter. And it's the biggest lead of the game. Smith one-on-one drive. It's stolen by and takes the pass from Plum. Wow, that happened fast. Winning score is 81. The Ghost Gang has separated.
Miss do not want to give up anything at the rim, so what has Aaliyah Boston done? She said, okay, then I'll just step out and splat. She's been knocking down some threes, and Phantom with a big win, big lead.
True TV, presented by Samsung Galaxy. Kelsey Plum with 23 points tonight. The three ball is starting to fall for Phantom. They've made 7, most in this second half. An 11-point lead, and Kiki Iriafen has exploded a 20-piece tonight.
Oh, she's been special, and you watch right here, just her ability to work off the basketball. She's got a strength and a finesse. The footwork is excellent where she does it before the catch and on the defensive side. Yeah, she's had a couple really strong plays that has showcased her athleticism. Future is bright for Kiki Iriafen, and already tonight, though, they're putting up some big-time numbers.
She's given missed fits in the 2 meetings. Career high 20 points. As we start the 4th quarter, the winning score is presented by Maker's Mark. 81 is the mark to meet. Good start for Mist. They led this ball game by 3 at the end of 1. Then Phantom outscored them by 8 in the second and by 6 in the third. Phantom closed that 3rd quarter on a 9-2 run. Iriafen cannot stretch the floor. Old board Cloud sets up shot. Iriafen's foot was on the sideline, out of bounds. The 4th quarter is commercial free. Brought to you by AT&T.
And one of the bigger differences to me in that 3rd quarter that opened things up for the Phantom was just the pace and tempo they were playing at. They were looking to push, make, miss, and they got into more early offense. I think it opened up to 3.
High-low, Stewart to Smith. That's 4 in a row for Mist in the 4th. Oh, it's imperative for the team trailing to get off to a good start in the 4th, and that's what Mist has done. Cloud attacks, fouled by Stewart. Over to Ice Young.
Yeah, the last huddle for Mist, very intense, and they said, we need to cut the lead to 5, is what Zach O'Brien told his squad. He said, contest all shots and stay honest. And then Stewie reminded the team, hey, Vinyl was down 30 in the last game, and they almost came back to get to the winning score. We're right here, let's just get hot.
Their compete, their connectivity is something coach has liked since the start of camp. 2 veteran clubs.
And we've seen enough of runs, of comebacks. You really got to compartmentalize things like that. And as cliche as it becomes, it is a possession game. So you got to make sure that you're winning every possession and having it start on the defensive side.
Cloud playing with the 5 fouls. Just got Phantom on the board in the 4th. Stewart amongst 2 defenders. Loose ball. Gray collapses on it, heaves it up. And it's Phantom ball. Nope, they'll change the call. Missed ball.
That's
1.1 on the shot
clock. That's what we're like. Both these teams are so concerned about protecting the paint, and they're taking some chances with the doubles.
Oh, Burton, what a play! A trick up her sleeve.
That'll get your team going a little.
That is a play Veronica Burton would use. Such a high IQ player for a youngster. Long 2 for Plum, off. Winning score is 81. Burton, Gray, Stewart against Boston, Cloud, and Plum. Spin cycle, Gray hangs in the air. Boarded by Boston. Both clubs are 6-3. This ball game, the winner leaps into 2nd place by itself. Tough take by Plum. Hunting her shot in the paint, 25 points. Stewart makes the grab. 2-handed dribble and scores it. New career high for Breanna Stewart, 28 points. Plum seeks an angle. Almost wrapped up by Stewart. Outlet, Cloud, 3. Got it! Timeout missed.
That's a huge shot for Natasha Cloud, both for the team and for her. The first made 3 of hers for the game. We've seen the movement, rotations, trapping, and where Miss are collapsing down on the inside. What did Natasha Cloud tell Ice? She was talking about working the inside-outside game, making sure to get the paint touches and the kick out. She gets that kick out. She drains it, and a little heady play here by Veronica Burton off the back of Kelsey Plum, the reverse layup. But that three-point shot, it felt like Miss was building some momentum. They were doing a good job in how they were systematically coming back down the floor, and that three really gave some more breathing room.
Coming your way Monday night on TNT. The playoff hunt continues. Vinyl looks to bounce back. They will take on Phantom to start our night, and then it's followed by Rose off a masterclass against Vinyl, against Breanna Stewart and Mist. Catch all the action Unrivaled on TNT. League is idle tomorrow. And of course, the one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite begins on Wednesday night. We're on True TV at 7 Eastern for the entire first round. Well, the long ball tonight has belonged to Phantom. 8 threes to Miss 1. It was hit by Alana Smith. Current trio, Burton, Stewart, Gray. For Phantom, Plum, Boston, Cloud. Deep three, Burton, swish! There's their second triple of the night. Cloud puts the head down, circles, loose ball to Plum. Fires a three over Stewart, swirls it in! That's an answer by Plum. The Ghost Gang is 1 point away from a win. Stop, loose ball, second chance, Stewart for three, that's a long two, rebound Cloud. Entry to Boston. Cloud for the win, sinks it! Ghost Gang is in second place, it's their third straight win, 83-71 your final.
What a game and what a finish. Back and forth battle, but the separator was the three-point shots. And no surprise that that's how it ended. Natasha Cloud with 2 critical three-point makes here down the stretch. We know the Miss defense is predicated on nothing inside, but it was the inside-outside game. Beautiful job by Aaliyah Boston to get it back in a dribble handoff here for Cloud. Steps right into it with confidence. For as frustrated as she was throughout the course of this one, it all comes back into fruition with some important baskets and a critical win here for this Phantom team.
Well, to state the obvious, the win goes a long way because they are 7-3. Miss drops to 6-4, so they have a game lead for second place, but also Phantom sweeps the season series 2-0. They won 64-61 in mid-January, and the three-pointer to Sarah's point, they started to drop in the second half. They finished the ball game with 10 triples, 5 for Plum, 2 for Boston, and 2 for Cloud down the stretch. All smiles now for Cloud and company. And the Ghost Gang is victorious. Ice Young is with Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey, a good win for you guys. I mean, what did you feel like the momentum shifted and you guys were going to take over and win this one?
You know, I was just really proud of our group. I thought we stayed composed. That was the word at halftime. Basketball's a game of runs, and I was just really proud of everyone that came in. And just, I think it was a full team effort. Everyone had spurts. I mean, Kiki was phenomenal. AB, Tosh came in, hit big shots. Tiff might have got the short end of the stick tonight. Sometimes that's what happens. But really just proud of everyone. It was a great team win.
Yeah, Dana told us earlier that the chemistry level with this team is so high, and you guys only spent small time together. What do you credit that to?
I just think everyone doesn't have an ego. I think we're just here, we're trying to hoop, and you know, they picked us dead last. And so I think that everyone kind of took that. I think everyone kind of took that really personally. So, you know, we just tried to be really consistent. And, you know, everyone is just like here to play defense and do the best thing for the team. Sometimes it's your night, sometimes it's not your night. But like I said, it's just a great group and we had a ton of fun.
Last one for you, T. Cloud knocking down back-to-back threes down the stretch. What do you like from your other PG?
I know, at that last possession, she waved me off and said, yes, ma'am. There in the wing. No, but I was just super proud of her. You know, it's really hard in a basketball game to get into foul trouble, kind of be out of rhythm. It takes a very mental, tough person to come in and be able to, you know, capitalize at the end of the game. So, good job, Kat.
Good job, Kat. Ghost gang. Ghost gang. Okay, y'all ready? On the count of three, Ghost gang. 1, 2, 3. Ghost gang.
We've talked about the chemistry of this group, and it showed, translated to how they played, and the biggest part is, can you find ways to finish? And it was the three-point shooting, but also the pace and the defense that pulled them through. Big win for the Phantom.
We're back with you on Monday night here at Sephora Arena for Ice Young, Sarah Kustok, Brendan Glassheed. Thanks for watching Unrivaled on TNT, presented by Samsung Galaxy.